Do it.
There it is. Oh, that's gonna fall there. I don't want that.
I guess I didn't even play the intro.
Oh. She was sitting here looking at us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are we actually live? Like live?
Now it's like.
Oh, it's been echoing. That's better. Oh, that's my fault.
Hello. It's a comedy of errors tonight. Welcome. Happy Thirsty Thursday, everybody. If you didn't hear our witty banter behind the scenes, you weren't paying close enough attention to the intro.
Nope.
I'm Jen from Wine Antics. I'm a little bit of the craziness, some of the masterminding behind Wine Antics, and this is Wine Antics Live. I'm joined by my lovely and talented, not Vanna White, but yet Stub from corkenvy.com.
I've had a lot less work done than Vanna has, but I cannot push a corner of a thing to make a letter turn as well as she can.
No, you can't. Nobody can. And I don't think they've replaced her yet, have they?
Oh no, they have not. It's still her and Pat Sajak doing their thing. It's pretty impressive.
It's going to be like a Futurama scenario with them, where it's just like a head or something for both of them.
Yes, it is. That'd be awesome, though. I mean, those are things that you expect, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely it. I mean, they're so iconic, though. You can't help it.
And Vanna White's going to be there even after Pat Sajak, because she's lasted 2 hosts of the wheel.
Well, she's better preserved.
Right. Well, Chuck Woolery, though, the original host of the wheel, is holding up pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
Oh, he's doing all right. He pops up on game show things every now and again, or interview stuff. Every now and again, they'll throw him a new game show. I don't know. There'll be a Love Connection reboot again, or reboot.
Reboot the reboot. Hey, Chris. Good to see you tonight. Tonight we have a kind of different show. We've been trying some different type of shows lately. If you didn't know, the day after Valentine's is Singles Awareness, Singles Appreciation, Singles Day, National Singles Day, whichever hashtag you would like to use. It basically stands for SAD, or started out as SAD. Singles Awareness, Singles Appreciation Day. SAD. Who the heck came up with that acronym?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can look at these things and be like, oh, here's the history of these days. It doesn't actually say. I'm going to think it's someone who bought way too much half-price chocolate the day after Valentine's Day.
Oh, that was almost me.
And you get home and you're like, I'm never going to eat all this chocolate.
Chris says a very depressed person. I guess so. I mean, there's like
Eat
National
all the chocolate.
National Singles Day. I mean, that's nice and easy, but sad. I told my friend Erica, who I had a Galentine's Day with yesterday, about it, and she cracked up, literally laughing right in the middle of the restaurant. Like it's almost so appropriate, right? It's just keeping along the lines of things and making a mockery of being single. Sorry, one single girl says that. Oh, it's Bubbles time.
To start.
I totally got distracted. So what have you been up to, Stub, as I take a moment and try to share this out?
Yeah, share all the sounds. Let's see. Yesterday on Valentine's Day, I was down in WSLS at Daytime Blue Ridge doing a segment for Valentine's Day. We did some last minute. If you didn't prepare anything, because you've been single so long and now you have a partner and you didn't have any time to plan, you could still have a romantic meal without planning. Go through the drive-thru, pick up some fried chicken, pick up some popcorn, some potato chips, and go home and Netflix and chill. And that's kind of what I went with yesterday. We paired Bubbles with fried chicken, potato chips, and of course, popcorn. How cool was that? That was fun. Now, the kitchen guest opposite me was from a high-end resort close to the area, and they were doing beef Wellington and this chocolate mousse cake that literally looked like it was painted by one of the great artists. So I think going from me to them was probably a little bit of a letdown for most of the viewers, but we had a lot of fun with it.
It's not a letdown. There's all shades of romance, right?
Exactly.
Some people's idea of romance is exactly that: a bucket of chicken and some bubbly. It's a great pairing.
Will Smith back in the day on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, who uttered the phrase trying to pick up a lady, "Let's get some fried chicken and get busy." And I'm not going to say I didn't try it when I was a younger man, and it worked at least once.
Well, Valentine's Day is not just Valentine's Day for you and the rib, right? It's your anniversary, isn't it?
It is our anniversary, yes.
How many years?
Yeah, a couple. It's been a while. It's been enough that people are very impressed with it. Let me say that.
I'm impressed with more than 5 years, honestly, but that's...
It has been more than 5, I will say that. I think they're more impressed with her perseverance, patience, understanding, and I don't know, maybe willingness for suffering by sticking it out with me, but I'm glad she has. It's been fun. And Valentine's Day, just to drop this little hint on you, because it sounds really cheesy and silly and romantic, which I am, and she is as well, maybe a little less so. Together, we are not that generally, because we were both Marines when we met. So we are chop busting playfully. But Valentine's Day was the middle day of our 3 days off when we were working together in England. So we had a day to prepare, day to get married, day to, celebrate / sleep in after before we had to go back on watch.
/ do the paperwork.
Yeah. And we thought it'd be hilarious because people are like, who's going to think you guys are getting married on Valentine's Day? And the answer would be no one, actually. So that's how that worked out. It is cute. It is funny. Yeah, it's adorable. But we hardly ever do anything for Valentine's Day other than spend the day together.
Seriously, that's for your schedules, both of you. That is a precious moment right there.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's our big goal. Like we've done Chipotle and chill. We've done fried chicken and chill. Last night, actually, we ordered Chinese and just had the appetizers and said, yeah, we're kind of done. Let's go watch the Olympics in bed, which is what we did.
That's what happens past 30.
Oh, and then we won the gold in our own Olympic event, if you know what I'm saying.
There you go. There's the humor I was waiting for. So for today's Singles Appreciation, Singles Awareness Day, we're celebrating it with, at least I am, I don't know if you have any, but single serving mini bottles. So we're talking a little bit about spirits today, and these two, actually all of them were given to me as gifts. So I'm going to try a couple of these on air as we chat about being single today. And I see Maia's on the plane. Safe travels. I know you're heading out to LA. I hope everything goes well. And hi, Suzanne. Good to see you. I know this isn't the typical wine show, but it is, we reserve the rights to talk about beer and spirits every once in a while.
Of course.
I didn't get to talk last week because Rob Frisch was our guest last week, and he was just so charming, so enlightening, and we went way over with oversharing. Like, I think last week was the definition of oversharing. Maybe just on my part.
Can't Rob just talk and talk and talk and make us go long? It was all on Rob. I completely blame Rob.
Oh, I blame him a little bit, but he's got some good stories, and it was a lot of fun. And if anybody remembers, Rhett was the winner from last week. He he guessed every one of the lies out of 2 truths and 1 lie. It was a lot of fun, but I didn't get to share something that I wanted to talk about last week. Okay. And I'm going to bring it up. So there is something out there that I found in the news. My aunt actually sent it to me. And this is what I wanted to share. It's kind of like an update in what's going on. Not related to Singles Appreciation Day, but kind of fun in line with the spirits world that we're talking, well, at least I'm talking about today. Rosé vodka. Rosé vodka. Made for millennials, if you can't tell by the bottles. They actually market it, and Bon Appetit was the one who broke this story, at least for me. They call it Millennial Pink, which gets my goat right there. It goes down smooth with a faint bubblegum-like aftertaste. Rosé with a higher proof from vodka or vodka watered down slightly with rosé.
Interesting.
From Hangar One out of Alameda, California. I just thought that was just something interesting. We were kind of talking about Valentine's Day. We're now kind of wrapping up Valentine's Day with National Singles Day. I thought it was something interesting and something fun. What do you think about rosé vodka?
Does every bottle come with a trophy and or a pilot's license? Probably. With no effort whatsoever on the purchaser. Every bottle comes with a trophy that says, "Congratulations, you bought a bottle of vodka." Like, I don't know. It's interesting. I will reserve super judgment until I try it. And I understand marketing to that segment of the population is very important for all brands. So I will reserve actual judgment until I taste it.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to put that on the top of my list of things that I need to try next.
And it does have grapes in it, actually. It's grapes and grain distilled. It's actually out of North Carolina, so there's a blend of North Carolina Petit Verdot and white Meritage wines for a full-bodied, flavor-forward vodka inspired by the Bay Area. I don't know how this relationship happened. I just thought it was so everywhere. Right. It was
now
like
you have me actually going to go try it. I'm going to do this. And if you don't get a trophy with every bottle, I'm just going to go to my local trophy shop and buy myself one. Because I'm important and I will be awesome. And I guarantee you, I will be the first of the friends in my circle to buy that bottle and try it.
Okay, you do that.
So I'm going to get myself a trophy. Number one.
You just want the trophy.
Vodka, buddy. Congrats.
I'm going to put the link up for Bon Appetit's article here just because y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. I just thought it was interesting. I thought it was something different and I wanted to share it. I wanted to share it last week, more appropriate for Valentine's Day, but we're moving into what is the singles life and single bottles. Now, I haven't gotten a chance to try any of these, so I'm going to be super high class right now, and I'm going to start with this Smirnoff Green Apple. Have you tried any of these? Breaking the seal.
The Smirnoff Green, I've tried flavored vodka. I don't think I've tried that particular one before.
I've tried a lot of flavored rums because I think they just are a lot of fun to put into different types of slushy mixed drinks. I haven't done as many flavored. What's that?
Of course.
Yeah. So I haven't done as many flavored vodkas outside of like the chocolate and whipped realm because I think they do really well with like hot cocoa. So let's try.
You're going right out of the bottle. Let's do this.
That was actually really dangerously easy drinking.
Yeah.
That was dangerous. So I got this from my my best friend who is getting married this October in her little "Will you be my maid of honor" bag. She threw it in there because she knows I like beverages, and it was a cute little token in there. I actually like it a lot. It's really easy drinking. I love green apple versus some of the sweeter flavors, like literally I've seen Swedish fish as a vodka, right? Like so gummy and sweet, and I've seen cotton candy and all of these. This has kind of got like a tartness to it, plus the sweetness that you expect with a flavored vodka.
So add us no more than 4 ingredients and give us a cocktail off the top of your head, Jen.
Oh, you're a jerk. So
it's tart though, not overly sweet, right?
No, it's not. But like you could very easily make an apple martini out of that, and really tone down on the mixer, and just let the flavored vodka kind of carry through. Because I don't really love martinis in like apple martinis anymore because the syrup is like so sugary, and I just don't enjoy that anymore. So I think this would be a good way to curb the actual mixer in an apple martini.
So do you get a little artificial sweetness to it? I know you said it's not overly sweet, but do you still get a little bit on the aftertaste?
In the aftertaste, I'm kind of consumed by the burn of the mini shot of vodka I just took.
All right, I've not tasted this. I'm going to add some pomegranate juice, a couple dashes of bitters, serve it up as a martini. How's that?
Yeah.
That pomegranate's definitely going to take out any of the artificial sweet for me.
All right. See, look, what we're actually doing here is helping you create your next videos for Cork Envy.
Pomegranate juice is good for your liver and kidneys.
Okay. So is cranberry juice.
Yeah. Man, my first single serving bottle, it's this bottle of Gloria
That
Flora
is not a
beer.
single serving.
It is. That's the great thing about being single, Jen. This is what I want to contend with you on. Even though I haven't been single for a lot of years, this is a great single serving bottle if you're single. Right?
Okay.
Right.
It has to be, though, because it's not like you can really recork it and drink it later. And we're not putting that in ice cubes.
Proper champagne stopper and drink it the next day and bubbly.
No, it's not meant. You're not meant to do that.
Once again, single serving. You open bubbly, single serving, done.
At some point, I suggested the little mini bottles of bubbly. I got really excited about that. I don't know why. Mini bottles of bubbly, I don't know, hits that girl cute factor for me. And Stubb kind of glossed over that when I brought it up, and now I know why, because you don't believe in single servings or mini bottles. I got you now. I got you.
I do for testing, actually. I do for testing things. Absolutely, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Open
just...
a bottle of bubbly. It's lower alcohol as a wine. Let's just roll with it.
Let's just roll
Single
with it.
serving.
Because when you're single, you got to keep it slim.
I mean, keep it slim, but there's no one there to yell at you. So, you drank that entire bottle of champagne last night? And you'd be like, there's no one to ask you that. You just do it. No one cares.
That's
There's
true.
an advantage to being single, Jen.
Unless you steal your roommate's bottle, and then somebody will question you.
Yeah, but whatever. Then you just get in a fight. Get another roommate. Who cares?
Get
No
another...
harm, no foul. It's basic. If you have a roommate, that's basically an LLC. Come on. Just dissolve it and start over.
So, I guess in response to the green apple Smirnoff, Steve Knowles says apple cider and the vodka. That could be a lot of fun to drink too. Or ginger beer as well. Non-alcoholic or alcoholic could be a little fun.
Ooh. All right. I like that.
We're just making cocktails up on the fly here, which I didn't expect.
Damn, welcome. So Steve Knowles, Steve Drove joined us. Thanks for joining us, sir. Good to see you. For these shenanigans?
For lots of shenanigans, because I haven't even opened the mystery bag that I put out on social media. Should I do it one by one, or should I take them all out and show them?
I mean, that's tough.
Should this be like a strip tease?
I like the tease factor of the stripping thing as well. And I feel like both of the Steves will also enjoy that. As will Brian, who just joined us. They're really going to enjoy the kind of stripper thing of that.
I'm trying to get it away from the mic because it's...
Yes, pull out your virtual singles and let's start tipping Jen here to pull out her bottles. Show us your bottles, Barra Bay. Wow. Just gonna... Jen, your sound has gone off for whatever reason.
I know, because it was a really loud ripping of the bag. I was just being dramatic.
No, that's sexy. That's sexy.
Don't leave me out. Chris, what do you mean don't leave you out? All right, so the first one that I got was a little Godiva single serving, which, yes. So it's just the regular chocolate liqueur, and I know Godiva does white chocolate. It does all different types of chocolate liqueurs. This is 15% alcohol by volume. I'm surprised it's that low. No wonder I drank a lot of
Yeah,
lot of
liqueurs
these
are going to be
drinks.
really low because you normally put them in cocktails and mix them with higher alcohol stuff.
So I don't know if I'm going to do that right after the vodka.
That is a quality chocolate liqueur though. When I make anything that calls for creamy cacao or cocoa, however you want to say it, I prefer to use the Godiva chocolate. It's actually a little pure, a little better flavor in there. Unless I don't want the color of the liquor.
So I'm gonna try to be good. You notice I started with the clear vodka, and I'm gonna build up to the darker stuff. I think I'm gonna save that one.
Or you're gonna save that to taste for last.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna save that to taste for last because I don't know what else is in the bag.
Then show us the other one.
I know. What's next?
We want to see both of them.
I don't even know what this is. Fighting cock. So I didn't pick these bottles at all. This one is Fighting Cock, Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey.
All right.
And it's got a little
Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey. It's
Yep.
actually bourbon whiskey, not Tennessee sour mash whiskey.
No, sorry, it's Kentucky. I completely
It is Kentucky. Okay,
yeah, it is
I just want to be
Kentucky,
clear. People will fight us over this, Jen.
I know. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It does say
Right.
it in very little, and it has a little cartoon, Brewster. Good job. My friend
Are you
Kyle
gonna
picked
take
these
all
out.
of them out before you decide which to taste first?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them. I'm gonna pull it all out. See
Pull it
which
all
one.
out.
Pull it all out.
Put it all in the glass.
Oh, there's a little note in here.
Uh-oh.
There's a little note in there too. As I said, my friend
Wow.
Kyle did this for me, and I told him to pick fun and unique things. Let's see what the last one is. Tequila Rose.
Ooh.
Strawberry cream.
Nice. All right.
All right. I feel like I'm gonna save the little note for last. So I have the last one I have is the Jim Beam Vanilla.
Okay.
So I have the Kentucky Bourbon, more bourbon, and I have basically a cream and a liqueur. So from vodka, where do I go?
Wow. All right. So you tasted the vodka a little bit. So you got a fighting cock. You got some sweet chocolate. You got a fighting cock. Some sexual chocolates. What else do we have?
A creamy strawberry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A tequila rose.
A tart redhead. Yeah.
And a vanilla bourbon.
Wow, that is really tough. Oddly enough, taste the vanilla bourbon first. That's what I would go with.
All right, I will do that.
Right.
I feel like I have some cocktails that I need to make after this. So let's.
So I've not tasted this one before you even tasted, Jen. I'm gonna say this is super easy.
This is super easy drinking.
Super easy cocktail. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's probably pretty smooth.
It is. It smells very smooth. Very.
Yeah, not my favorite brand, but I'm saying if you're gonna make a drink out of this, I'll let you taste it first.
That actually surprised me because I usually let it sit in my mouth for a minute. Oh, these are great one-liners, right? I usually let the liquid sit in there for a minute just to kind of get a better flavor profile. Yeah. And it was vanilla, like from the nose all the way to around the mouth. Swallowing, of course, has the burn. And then I feel like I'm breathing vanilla right now. It is overpoweringly vanilla. I feel like I could turn a bourbon and Coke into a bourbon and vanilla Coke with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That there's other things you could do with that, but legit, throw that in a glass of Coke with some ice and go to town. That's gonna be delicious.
Yeah, it actually does because I love Coke, like vanilla Coke and stuff like that. Diet vanilla Coke and just regular vanilla Coke. It even tastes a little sweet as well. And I think that's
if you are making that cocktail though, make sure to drink at least an equal amount of water between each drink.
Yeah, I feel like I need that.
Sugar on top of sugar on top of sugar, which is going to increase your hangover.
Steve says mix them all together.
Now, I do have an idea for actually three of the ones you have, Jen. We'll talk about that.
Oh, you have cocktail ideas for everything?
Of course I do, and I had no idea it was in that bag either.
No, you didn't. So I was thinking about, okay, so we're talking about the single life.
Yes.
And we're talking about single mini bottles to kind of celebrate that. I was thinking of parallels between these little single serving mini bottles and being single. So my first little quip is we're both very travel ready. Mm-hmm. So it's super easy when you're single to go out and travel, explore the world. That's the majority of time that people spend in their youth. They're single, they're going out and having a lot of fun. Plus, I didn't say this on camera and on a public, forum, but you can travel with mini bottles and save yourself a pretty penny on the airplane. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
You do have to go through security, though.
Yeah, but they're under, 3 ounces?
Well, that's true. Yeah, take the vodka instead of mouthwash.
You don't even have to hide it. They don't,
Well, also true.
You don't even have to hide it. I'm just saying. Just don't pack glass. Because you don't want to draw any attention, and check on the bottle. Make sure that it's under 3 ounces.
Indeed.
Just saying.
Which all of these are.
Yep. Some of them are sneaky, though. Some of them are bigger than 3 ounces, and it's kind of surprised me.
Wait, none of the, ones they serve you on airplanes are? Like the bottles you're serving?
No. Like, if you go into a liquor store and you see all the mini bottles, some of them are actually over 3 ounces, so you do have to check when shopping.
Also true. Yeah, you want the 50 mils, not the 187 mils.
That sounds like a
Right?
metric. I'm American, okay? I don't work in milliliters.
Legitimately the only metric system I understand.
I
'Cause
don't.
you know why? My second single serving is a 32-ounce growler that I picked up yesterday at the Shoots Brewery tasting room.
I like how your single servings are like guy single servings.
And we're talking about single servings, though, right? When you're single, no one's yelling at you about these things. It's awesome. And this 32 ounces right here, legit, that's like 3.5 beers. 2.5 beers. Sorry, it's less than 3 beers.
Okay. Steve Knoll says that it may not be illegal to open on a plane, so do as you will. But some of us may have done it.
Steve Knoll is such a buzzkill.
I know, right, man?
Super illegal to open your own booze on a plane. However, if no one sees you, you know.
And the flight attendants don't even care because sometimes they've caught me.
Now, I will also tell you that my favorite thing on a plane, instead of doing that, is just saying to the flight attendants, like, this is free bourbon night, right? Flash baby blues, and that works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not all of us have those baby blues.
Oh, stop it.
Not those baby blues. It's only illegal if you get caught. Yeah. And Rhett says, I got caught. Rhett got caught. Rhett, it's because you were wearing that clown wig. Don't wear the clown wig when you're trying to drink booze on the plane. All right. So where should I go from here? Because I've got two creamy, I assume, creamy drinks, and another fighting cock.
I would go with the fighting cock next.
Oh,
yep.
I'm really scared. It's 103 proof.
Yep.
I feel like this is gonna kick me in the bootay later.
51.5% alcohol, people.
Thank you for doing math. You got the metric system down.
Just put it on your tongue a little bit, swish it around, look it in the eye, and tell if you love it or not.
I don't love you. I don't.
Tell not me, the drink.
Oh, I don't love you, and I'm actually talking to the drink right now. I do not love you because you remind me of so many hungover nights. Having this taste in my mouth the next day of drinking, for me, it was whiskey sours when I was younger.
All the sweet. Jen, this brings me to another thing. Having not been single for a long time, an advantage of being single. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
You don't have to fake it anymore. You did not have to fake that you liked that bourbon or not, right?
I didn't.
Taste and you're like, no, I don't like it.
No, I don't. Why would you?
Single? You don't care.
You don't have to fake it when you're married either.
No, I'm saying. Yeah, but wait, did I misquote that?
No, you're saying you don't have to fake it when you're single. You can be straight about everything. Do you really have to fake it when you're married, Stub?
I didn't say anything. I may have got that completely twisted around, and it was funnier in my head. Let's go with that.
I just used woman logic on you. Just dashed you into a corner.
There's another advantage of being single. You don't get put in a corner by your lady.
All right, let me talk about another parallel I have between these single bottles and being single. It's that we spend a lot of money. And I think you were kind of talking about that in the pre-show. Single people really boost an economy. And I think I read a statistic back in 2016 here in the U.S. We were like 42% of the economy. And it's true. We spend a lot of money. We have disposable income, and we go out and we spend it on more luxury items. These little bottles per ounce are always more expensive than the big bottles. So they're big spenders too.
That is true.
Boom!
Good point, Jen.
Did you see that one coming?
No.
No. We intentionally don't tell each other any of our conversations or anything that we have planned. We have a general theme of what we're going to talk about, but
That is true.
when we bring it together, it's magic.
Yeah, when it's just the two of us, we have a general outline, and then each of us will be like, oh, I've got something funny to say. I'm like, okay, great. And then sometimes it's magic and sometimes it's not.
And sometimes you're wondering if Stubb is asking you about your first time live on air.
Did I not pause just enough to make that hilarious?
You did. You did. You did. All right. So, I think because I have 5, or is it your turn before we move into the creams?
You have 2 more, right?
I have 2 more.
Go ahead, do it.
All right. So, strawberry cream or chocolate? I'm kind of leaning towards more strawberry, but I'm very scared of this because it says tequila rose on it.
Quite. You know, this is a tough one for me, Jen, because I've tried both of these.
You have? Oh, great.
Surprise!
I'm going to go with strawberry.
Oh,
what is... It smells like strawberry quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it smells like right now. And I'm kind of scared. When I get a sip, I'm going to pour it out so people can see it too. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's a bad day right there. Nope. That is not to my liking.
So, Jen, you did not spit that.
No, I didn't. That's it. Oh, it looks horrible.
Yeah, that is to me
Oh.
the second worst flavored liqueur ever created.
Second worst flavor?
Yes.
What's the first worst?
Rum chata.
No strawberry. No, Michael. No strawberry. Don't do it.
It's pretty bad.
Oh,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it tastes like tequila infused strawberry quick.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Mm-hmm. It's a good one right there. I feel like I'm just gonna throw that one away.
Jen, I'm gonna skip the question I have in my head right now, and you're gonna thank me later when I tell you what it was.
And that's a plug for the after party. Join us here afterwards.
Yes, join us in the after party to find out the question I had on my mind. When Jen took a big old gulp of the strawberry liqueur.
Did you think I spit it back into the bottle? No. Okay.
We're gonna let that go and move on.
All right.
Hey, my last single serving bottle is, look, an entire 5th of Larceny bourbon.
That is not a single serving.
Yeah, this should not be a single serving for an individual. Absolutely, it should not be. But if you have a friend over, maybe. The other cool thing is you don't have to buy these things in single servings, even if you're single, because bourbon's not going anywhere. Bourbon's
That's
gonna
true.
Be different. Yeah, it's gonna keep. It's gonna keep till tomorrow.
That's very true, and why I don't feel bad about opening some fighting cock and else what.
Yeah.
It might last a couple days, right?
I mean, it can last as long as you want it to if you, you know.
This one will. The Jim Beam Vanilla.
Yeah.
That one's going to be good, and I have a Diet Coke in mind for that.
Yeah, what's cool about that, though, like, if you want just a slight drink, like, you're like, I want a little taste of something, but not a lot, you could split that into 2, but legit, like, that is 1 drink's worth of booze there.
I love it.
Which is awesome. Single serving.
I'm all out of parallels, by the way, for being single and these single bottles. I feel like, do you have, because you are married, do you have anything that you really appreciated in being single? Not necessarily related to your wife, but something maybe you, I hate to say miss, but you're human, right? It's human to like being alone.
Of course. So, look, wife and I are apart for travel, business, whether I'm out of town, she's out of town. Of course, every now and again, you're just like, oh, I don't have to worry about anyone else tonight. And I know that's more probably important for those of you out there who are partnered up and actually have children to look after, which we don't. I don't know. That's just kind of a nice change of pace. Do you want to be alone? No, not necessarily. However, there are things about being single that are okay. You never have anyone's cold feet waking you up in the middle of the night because they think you're like some electric blanket that needs to warm them. You never have that. You never have someone yanking the covers off of you in the middle of the night. That's awesome. You never have someone stealing your pillow. Also awesome. Now, downside, you don't have a, nice rump to roll over and rub in the middle of the night to make you feel good either. But
all right.
I don't know, sometimes that's worth giving up. I'm just saying.
I felt like I needed to come back on here before it got a little too.
No. Look, you want to eat dinner? I mean, look, you want to have a can of Wolf Brand chili for dinner? Have a can of chili for dinner. Who cares?
PB&J. Rock it.
PB&J. You don't have to worry about any of those things. And look, quite honestly, sometimes married and partnered up, it's the same thing. It's like, I don't care. I just need food in my face. And you're like, fine, let's have PB&J. Whatever. But yeah, no, there's certain things like that. No, there's nothing wrong with it. And as they get older, we have, we collectively have friends who aren't, who are still single, and you have these discussions, and as objectively as I can, not having experienced this in my adult life to this point, being single, it seems like there's a great choice for that, and even the people who have not made the choice to be single are maybe holding out for the right people who are going to make them happy down the line. So I don't think being single is necessarily a bad thing. We have single friends who will go out with us and be quote unquote the third wheel. Not weird to me. They're, maybe the rib or I are closer to one of, closer to them than the other, whatever, but they're friends. That's all it is. I think it's a good choice. I think it's healthy. I think it's all right. And there are definitely some advantages.
I agree.
How's that? I explain that as good as goodly as possible. And I say goodly because now I'm like, if the rib watches this one, maybe she's like, oh, what the hell? But I don't know.
She's very tolerant, and she understands where you come from, and I think she would be more honest than you are about things that she maybe misses in being single, because she is a very independent lady.
Better alone than I would. I will say that.
So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm glad I saved this for last, honestly, because I've had this before, and I know this is going to be a good little nightcap.
Yes.
Or show cap. Yep.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah. Did you hear the glugs? I got a good 4 glugs in there.
It doesn't taste artificial.
Nope.
It's got that nice, beautiful chocolate. That's actually a nice little sipper right there.
I got a second one. I know, in the after party, this is what I will be sipping on. Just like this.
A red velvet cupcake to go with that, Jen?
I actually do downstairs.
Saying. After party right there.
Have you ever put this in a red velvet cupcake? Because I bet it would keep the...
I've not, because baking is not necessarily my forte. I get really weird. It's so dependent on the amount and the ratio of ingredients. That's the thing that I have a little harder time experimenting with, because I don't want to mess it up. But these red velvet cupcakes with that chocolate, I think would be delicious. Yeah, I like it.
I think I may have to either save it or go down and get the cupcake. That's what I brought home for my mom for Valentine's Day. Just got a couple cupcakes, and I mean, she works until like 7:30 at night. So what do you do at 7:30 at night? We're not going out and going crazy. So we got some cupcakes and enjoyed it. So as you, why do I even try sometimes? Keep a straight face. Go ahead, Stub. Keep a straight face on that. So you got any final thoughts as you're seducing the camera?
I do not. No, I don't. Sorry. I couldn't. Oh, gosh, I couldn't do it.
Good try, though. You got to get a paper bag next time so you can do a striptease. You can keep a straight face that way. All right, so thank you everybody for coming by. This has been a kind of fun show where we are paying tribute to National Singles Day or Singles Awareness Day, whatever way you want to call it, with some very fun single servings. Stub and I will be at US Bev Expo next week, so we're going to change the time of the day for Wine Antics Live next week, so stay tuned for maybe Tuesday, or I think probably Tuesday of next.
Put that on my calendar.
Yeah, you should put that on your calendar. We're going to talk about some of the content that is coming up at US Bev Expo, what we find interesting. I have one topic in mind. I haven't decided if that's going to be the whole show, or if maybe we'll just talk about what we think is interesting topic-wise coming to the conference.
Yes.
So, for that, good night, and we will see you next week.
Join us in the after party where we take it all off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and by all off, he means all that frosting.
Yes.
So I just posted the link. Gonna pin it if I can pin it. It's there for you. See you in the after party. Otherwise, au revoir. I'm getting French for some unknown reason.